start working submission from the front of the turtle position, okay? So when I get him here, what I'm gonna do is, several of you have seen me teach this before, I'm gonna show it a little bit different today, but I want one arm over his shoulder, okay? Over the shoulder and in front of the neck. And what I really do is, if you could look up, is I'm actually doing this. I'm grabbing his cheek on this side of his face. So I go and I grab that part of his cheek, okay? All I'm doing is like resting my fingers on his cheek over here. Everybody see what I'm doing here? So what that does is it sets this meaty part of my hand in the soft part of his neck, okay? So I don't necessarily want his trachea, and I don't want the bony part of his jaw. I want where those two things meet at like an L, there's a soft spot right there, right? So you're pushing the tongue, if you would, into the roof of the mouth, okay, or to the back of the throat. So I get this here. Now, from there, I'm gonna support that hand. So this hand is the choking hand, this hand is the support hand. So I'm grabbing the back of my choking hand, okay? Now, an important thing here, I need to pinch this elbow, okay? Otherwise, he just takes his head right out. So we're gonna be here. Now, first thing I can do is I can kind of step up onto the opposite side. If I'm choking with this arm, I'm gonna step up on this side because I cannot let him jump to this side of my body. If he jumps over here, he could actually choke me, right? He'll trap my arm in there and choke me, so I cannot let him go that direction. So this is a primary thing. If I decide this is the choke arm, this side I have to block. So I'm here, I have my support hand, I step up with it, and I'm pinching my elbow now, and I'm gonna start rowing. Instead of curling like this, I'm gonna row like that. So you see the difference of pulling back, and I'm folding his head in half. So it goes like this, okay? So here, fold his head, pinch my elbow, and I lay back. Now, if I only get one leg around him, it's okay, as long as it's this side. So even if I'm here, and I put only this leg. Now, what I want you to do is, I'm gonna take the opposite forearm, the supporting arm, okay, and I'm gonna put that forearm in front of his shoulder here. That prevents him from being able to come too far forward, okay? And you'll see how much tighter it becomes once they do it, okay? So I'm here, and I pinch, and now I pull into that space. So from here, I'm folding his head, and I'm locking this elbow over his shoulder. So this form, so essentially it looks like that. Okay? So it's gonna feel weird. See how my wrist is kind of bent all funny? Okay? And I'm pushing. This is the choke hand. This one goes in front of that shoulder. And I want it as close to his neck as I can get. So I don't want it down here by his shoulder. I want it up over by his neck. Okay? So this hand is here. This hand is here. And I pinch everything in. And I fall down. And it's gonna be pretty easy. Now guys, if you happen to go a little deep and get this part of your arm, quite all right, okay? It takes a little bit more practice and detailed fine tuning to get the right exact spot on your hand. But if you get there, that's perfectly fine, okay? So here, pinch, row, don't pull, don't curl, right? I'm pulling back, folding his head in half, okay? So I have something here, and then I just fold, okay? And then I pull. What I like to do is think of pulling this part that I'm pulling into the crown of his head, okay? So I'm pulling to the top of his head, that direction. Make sense? Got it? So let's do it one more time real quick. We're turtle, he's turtle. The reason I wanted to cover this is this keeps his hands busy. If this goes wrong, right, he's blocking really strong, I can still now circle without having to deal with his hands. And now I can worry about taking the back. But if I do nothing to his neck and I start to circle, he's gonna start attacking me. I need his hands busy defending. If I can't get left, I go right. Can't get left, I go right. So far, so good. So I'll show this one more time. Grab that cheek, grab my own hand, step up, fall back, pinch, get that arm in front of his shoulder. Okay? Now I'm gonna show you one more that's super fun. Okay? It's called the baby guillotine. And all I'm doing is, whichever hand you like, I grab my hands like this. Okay? In that same essential spot, I pinch both my elbows, and I use my chest on the back of his head. Okay? And then I'm just gonna fold him in half again. So in the same spot, I grab here. Let's say he's fighting, but I get the other hand. Okay? I grab my hands together, pinch my elbows tight, and now I'm gonna just lay on the back of his head or like pull him into it. Okay? So I'm here, and then I just pull, and it feels amazing. Right? You guys will ask for more of this, right? When you can't drink or swallow or anything later. All right? sense? Clear? You want me to do it again? Anyone? Anyone not like Tommy enough for me to do it again? Just kidding. So, again, lay on the back of that head, guys. Fold that head. All right? Pinch those elbows, that last one.